Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of this Master League save. As I was going to take you straight to the playoffs, but in fact, what we've ended up doing is coming back for the game against Wycombe Wanderers for a very good reason. An absolutely astounding goal was scored by one of our players. You'll see it during this game, which I captured on the PlayStation 5. The reason I was able to share this with you, as opposed to how I used to capture things by using an external capture card. So you can see here that we've decided to go to a more traditional 4-4-2 formation with two central midfielders and Arkas playing as a support striker. Lolly right midfield and Amiobi left midfield. They're actually very well rated to play in those positions. Going to play Freeman central with Harry Arter, with the hopes that they will give us a decent amount of attacking threat. And of course the back line, you can see who we chose there. I am commentating this particular part of the video after the fact, so I already know how this game went, as you would probably guess from the fact that I was talking about a fantastic goal scored by one of our players. That being said, I'm going to try to give you the live experience here as we welcome you to the City Ground, Nottingham Forest versus Wycombe Wanderers in the penultimate game of the Championship season. Go straight to kick-off as Graben passes back to Luke Freeman. Amiobi back to Freeman again, looking to just pass the ball around and get a feeling for how Wycombe are going to play. As Amiobi again looking for the overlap, plays it to Ribeiro, who gets to the byline, looks for the cross, but it's deflected out for the first corner of the game. Nottingham Forest looking to be in pretty good shape so far. Joe Lolly to take this left-footed and outswinger. Freeman underneath. Nobody getting onto that one, but Ribeiro picks up the loose ball and will look to get the ball into the box again. Plays it inside to shoulder Amiobi, gets the ball back. Looks to pass inside. Amiobi's in some space here, plays it to Graben. Outside the area, Joe Lolly, and the goalkeeper picks it up with nary a problem at all before distributing it out to the right back, who immediately heads it back to Stewart, and it's lobbed forward for one of the two big centre forwards. And of course, Adi Akinfenwa is playing for Wycombe Wanderers, so his absolute raw power is something that we have to be aware of. As Amiobi tries to play the ball through to Graben, it deflects off of a defender. Manages to recycle it back to Ribeiro, looking for the cross, and again it goes out for yet another deflected corner. Cross taken. Freeman can't get onto it. And here's Ikpezu, plays it back to Knight. Dangerous game here. Stewart again up to Akinfenwa, who does a good job of heading the ball out towards Wheeler, who keeps it in and will now attack this right flank with Ribeiro in his way. He plays it centrally to Freeman. There's a Freeman on both teams today. Ikpezu. Akinfenwa takes a chance. It takes a deflection, and it's going to be the first corner of the game for Wycombe Wanderers now. Jakobsen to take it on this left-hand side. He might very well be a Jacobsen, but I'm going to call him Jakobsen because it sounds more fancy. Ball punched out by the goalkeeper, only gets as far as Freeman, who looks to line up a shot, plays it out to the right to Wheeler. Akinfenwa turns on the ball, takes a shot. And it's a cheap goal, but it is a goal nonetheless for Adi Akinfenwa, the beast. Absolute monster of a player. I think he might be the only player in the game to have his own physical model. All the other players pretty much just making do with what they can do with the standard player model. As they try a long forward ball, but it comes to nothing. Arkas turns well on it and looks for the play ahead of him. Amiobi picks it up here. Will look to move it out to the left-hand side if he can. He just about manages to do so. Akinfenwa unable to take the tackle on Ribeiro on the left-hand side now. Might pass it inside, or will he jink around the outside? No, Wheeler tackles him as he tried to get around the outside, and Wycombe 1-0 to the good, now looking to secure this lead and perhaps push ahead and get another goal as the ball goes into Akinfenwa, who again does a great job of holding it up. Plays it out to McCarthy, who is looking to try and get around Amiobi, but he's doing a good job, the striker, or the midfielder in this case, of holding his man at bay. Freeman now looking for options centrally. Plays it into Bloomfield. Out to Wheeler. McCarthy now, back inside to Bloomfield. Freeman looks to take his man on, but can't win the ball. But he does the second time. That's a brilliant tackle from Luke Freeman. Not known for his defensive prowess. And Arcas now looks to move it out to the left-hand side. That's a great take from Sammy Amiobi. Here's Yuri Ribeiro now, who plays it back inside to Amiobi. Forward to Graben. And there was a run there from Arcas that Graben couldn't quite cut out. What am I looking for here? There's a word I'm looking for. Couldn't quite find him with that pass. Tries again, this time Arcas unable to find Graben. At Nottingham, you feel like once they can play that final pass, Wycombe will be in trouble. As Luke Freeman picks it up in the centre of midfield, Lolly. Arcas now looks for the through ball. Here's Graben, it's a chance and it's a goal for Nottingham Forest. Expertly weighted through ball by the shadow striker Arcas. And you don't need to ask Graben twice about taking opportunities like that. It's 1-1 thanks to Lewis Graben. Long ball up the pitch is cut out by Harry Arter. And now Amiobi, again Ribeiro doing a great job of giving extra width on that side. The left midfielder Amiobi not really hugging the touchline, but that plays into our advantage because it gives us an easy out ball to the fullback. The attacking fullback's instruction, of course, as per usual, is on. As Akinfenwa looks to take a chance on here, but he's tackled and Arter brings the ball forward, plays it into Luke Freeman, who just plays the ball slightly too far ahead of him, and it's picked out by a Wycombe defender. Now Wheeler and Akinfenwa do a good job of combining before Ikpeazu takes a chance and fluffs his lines a little bit. Here's Arcas into Amiobi. Amiobi lines one up to shoot here, and oh my word, it's gone in! Sammy Amiobi from outside the D absolutely does the keeper in there with what is quite frankly a contender for goal of the season for Nottingham Forest. I'll have a look at the replay here, but this was a strike of some quality. And a man who's been in and out of the team has struggled to really show his worth. Look at that. A rip snorter of a shot from the edge of the D, as I said. And Nottingham Forest, after going 1-0 down to bottom of the table Wycombe Wanderers, are now 2-1 to the good, thanks to a superb goal by Sammy Amiobi. Freeman plays it into Arcas now. Back to Amiobi. Again, the width of Ribeiro playing into their hands here. Graben. Oh, he was so close to making that 3-1. But you have to play very, very well to beat this goalkeeper at his near post. Here's Lolly with a left-footed corner, outswinger. Oh, Graben! And for a second there, Forest eyes lit up because Graben held off the defender superbly well and took a wild swing at the ball. It wasn't too far away from being on target. Just shout out from the fans for a foul there, but Amiobi picks up the ball and he advances at pace. Plays it through to Graben. There's no one in the middle though. Arcas needed to be a little bit closer. He's there now, but Graben makes a poor pass. And that's the end of a first half that's been full of intrigue and plenty of goals as well. 5 shots, 4 on target, 2 of them ending up in the back of the onion bag. Forest will be happy at half time. And there's no changes in this second half as we kick off again. Wycombe looking to get back into this one. Forest need to win this game in order to be within a chance of getting that second promotion place. Their place in the playoffs already assured as the cross comes in for Arcas. Here's Lolly, takes a deflection, and Wheeler picks up the scraps and clears the ball towards Akinfenwa, who again does a fantastic job of winning it and heading it back to a player. Now it's in the possession of McCarthy, who hits a lovely diagonal ball out to Ikpeazu. Here's Horgan into Freeman, and he couldn't find the finish. And now Forest can hit on the counter-attack. Amiobi, will he use that burning pace? No, he holds back and he looks for options. Plays a lovely ball out to the right-hand side. Here's Christie getting a rare start for Forest. Inside to Lolly, back out to Christie, looking for the cross. It was just a little bit too far, a little bit too long and high for Graben to make anything of. Bezu coming off now. Been a hard game for him. Fresh blood for Wycombe Wanderers as they look to try and make something of this second half. They're 2-1 down, remember. After that amazing solo effort from Sammy Amiobi. It must have been all of 25 yards. Christie on the right-hand side, into Lolly. Looked to give it to Arter, but it broke down, and now here's Samuel into Freeman. McCarthy, the right back, looking up, not seeing too many options, playing a long diagonal ball out to Morgan, but it's won by Christie, and now Graben has it. Lolly looking for Graben again, but it's blocked by the defence, and Bloomfield picks up the loose ball. Out to Jakobsen, floats it forward to Samuel, can't win that header. And again, Forest with possession of the football, looking to do something with it. Freeman's unable to find the pass, and instead it finds its way to McCarthy, who hoofs it forward for Samuel. Samuel's not winning that game against Worrell today. That individual battle of headers. That's a lovely move from Arcas into Amiobi. Will he give it back to Arcas? He does. Arcas through. Graben. And it just breaks down at the last second. Good defending. A little bit scrappy perhaps, but effective nonetheless. And now Samuel heads it down into Wheeler. Back to Samuel. This could be a chance. Horgan. Over to Wheeler. If he finds the right cross, could be danger. But Ribeiro, defensively stable and reliable as ever. And now Amiobi stretches his legs, uses that pace to pull away from the defender. Tries to take it round another defender. The referee's not called for a foul here. Quite surprised at that. And Amiobi, in his frustration, comes back and gives away a free kick in the other direction. Now we'll look to make some changes. Ribeiro's looking tired. He was low on stamina to begin with, but I figured we'd start with the experienced left back. Teixeira now coming in at left back for Ribeiro. Teixeira is going to be the big hope for us at left back in the next season, with both of our other left backs looking to move on at the end of the campaign. Arcas into Graben. Plays it forward to Arcas, who's got Lolly in support but can't find him. And now Akinfenwa. Freeman back to Akinfenwa. He opens up in front of him a little bit. Wheeler, can he play the ball through to Akinfenwa? There's an option here. And somehow they contrive to miss. Lucky Nottingham Forest. Tricky Trees were led off of it there. Onyedinma on for Wheeler, who's had a good game, I think. Worrell wins the header again. He's been very good in the air today, Worrell. And Samba clutches hold of the ball like it's made of gold. 79 minutes on the clock. Nottingham Forest 2, Wycombe Wanderers 1. 3 points could keep their promotion dreams alive. They've just got to hang on to the ball for the last 10 minutes of this game. Freeman, lovely back heel into Amiobi. Plays it out to Christie. Breaks down though, and Wycombe might have a chance for a counter here. Freeman. Back to Bloomfield, now Knight. Long ball up the line to Samuel, who wins the header, but it falls to Arcas. And here's Graben. And Knight does a good job of covering for the defender there. We'll look to make another couple of changes if we can. Lolly looking tired. Sal can play there, so we're going to throw him on in right midfield. He'll give us some strength and solidity on that right flank. We'll sacrifice a little bit of our forward ability, but it will shore things up down the right-hand side. Here's Texera, takes a pot shot. Nothing comes of it, but Freeman has it on his left foot in this left wing forward direction. Can he find a cross, or will he look to pass it? Oh, it opened up for him, but he didn't take the pass. And instead he gives it away to Samuel. What a terrible pass that was. But he finds the ball again, makes up for it. And in the middle of all of that, a rash tackle on Amiobi, some 35 yards away from goal, perhaps more, could potentially give Nottingham Forest a chance of another shot. Now, is Arcas going to take a direct shot here? I think he might. He winds up, takes the shot. Oh, and the goalkeeper gets a strong hand to it. It's a good save. And is that a corner? It is. Sau to take the corner. Last chance of the game, you would think. Floats it in. Arta gets ahead to it. It falls to a Wickham defender who clears it. And Arta's going to pick it up. Right-hand side of the penalty area, just on the corner. Dribbles it out to the side. Looks for the cross. It's deflected out for another corner. And surely with 20 seconds left to go in this game, that has to be all she wrote. 3 points surely now in the bag for Nottingham Forest as the ball is cleared. And Akinfenwa has it, but no, there's the final whistle. It's 3 points for Nottingham Forest. But as you will probably see in a second, heads in hands. Because Watford have done the job. They've won their game. And they now have an unassailable 4-point lead over Nottingham Forest with one game left to go. There's the stats for those who are stat-minded. Amiobi getting the man of the match performance with a 7.5, and doesn't he deserve it after that fantastic solo strike. Watford 2-0 winners at Stoke City, cementing my dislike of Stoke as a football team. You can see there, we're now 4 points behind. Watford on 88, Nottingham Forest on 84, Bournemouth on 103 with 87 goals scored. They are free scoring this season, and we have them next. That's something to look forward to, isn't it? So there we go. Until next time, when we will finally get to the playoffs, unless we score an amazing goal against Bournemouth. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.